What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! Today's video, it's going to be about battery testing. All the way from your budget to your mid-tier to your top of the line. We're going to take a look at these, but we're going to talk mainly about the TOPDON today. So stick around, because you're going to want to see this. If you have battery charging starting issues, this is going to be a great video for you to kind of identify something for you. Stick around. Alright guys, so let's jump right into the video, and we're going to start off with talking about this. Now, I'm sure that TOPDON wants a video that focuses basically on their tool, but we need to add in this stuff in order for this to make it informative and kind of show you what you're getting with the TOPDON. These little tools right here, no printer, and they can give you false readings. The Ansel, this is Ansel BA101. I don't tend to use this unless it's kind of a tight pinch or I'm just going out somewhere quick to do a check, and I don't want to take a bunch of equipment with me. It's just kind of nice to have. You have to know how to read these things because they will give you false readings. Because they don't, you got to think about it this way. That little thin guy doesn't really put a load on a battery correctly like it should. Now, it does have a decent cable, and I think this is right around $20, $25. It can help you out, but your battery has to be extremely dead, okay? You have to have all the right conditions for this to work properly. So that's one of those things. My two go-to tools, well, my one go-to tool is the Solar BA327, and this is a Haas. Very stout cables on it. Clamps are very nice and very nice for your GM side post. Extremely nice tool with a printer so that I can give printouts to customers and show them, you know, actual faults and whatnot. But it is extremely expensive, like $400. And on top of that, you can go up higher because of VAT-40 from, you know, other companies or bigger testers. Very expensive. But let's talk. All right, so simple hookup. Positive, negative. Sorry about the dog barking. And then we come up with the main menu. We got a battery test, cranking test, charging test, review data, all that. So first of all, we're going to do a cranking test. Our battery test, because this is the first time I haven't started this. It's been setting all night. I usually like to do battery tests when they're setting all night long, and this is just nothing fancy. Looks like we have it's a group. This is an 800 cold cranking amp, group 78 battery. Cold cranking amps. We'll up it to 800 CCA. Oops, not 805. And it says power too low. Yes, we're going to continue testing, even though it says power's too low. So this has been setting all night. Now I know this battery's bad, which is good that it said that, because most of these testers testing before charging. Okay, health 0, 38 cold cranking amps, charge 9.9 volts, internal 65. Now let's go ahead and start it up and see if it starts. So it did start, and you clearly seen that it said that the battery was bad. We got to watch these things. It's not wrong. But that's impressive that it actually did that, which is not usually something that I do. So, the voltage is too high. There you go. So that's nice. The voltage is too high because it's just been started and it was dead. Pretty cool. Let's check a charging test real quick. See where it's charging. And we get a nice graph on it showing that it's putting out. We're testing. Probably tell us to run the idle up. So we'll go over here. Luckily we have drive-by-wire. So the charging shows normal. We get some data on there. Ripple 33. Loaded, unloaded. That's good. Now let's do a cranking test. Hold on 1 second. I'll go back here. Shut the vehicle off. Go back here and check this again. Gives us our cranking times and voltage. Now obviously the battery's bad, and I think we've determined this through all the tests we've done here. Now we can go through and review data, check all of our tests we've done. So we know that we got a bad battery, which is not surprising to me because I knew I got a bad battery. Now we got to print it. And we print off our test. Right there. Pretty cool. With a printer. Very cool tester. Not too shabby. I'll show you some of the other testers I have. So far so good. Talk about the TOPDON. So I have a couple TOPDON products and I've been somewhat impressed. Not thoroughly. This is the TOPDON 800BT, and it is a nice scan tool, but in conjunction with this battery tester, it can definitely be a very powerful scan tool. However, the BT300P is a decent little battery tester for under $100. In fact, they're giving a deal for you guys. But this has 100 to 2,000 cold cranking amps, does regular flooded AGM flat plate, AGM spiral, gel, and EFB batteries. Cranking test, charging test, works on all your cars, SUVs, all that stuff. Has different languages, and your print test results. The working voltage is 9 volts to 30 volts, so you can test your 24 volt systems with this. The working temperature is negative 10 degrees to negative 55. Today, when we did the test, it was roughly around 15 to 20 degrees. Storage temperature is negative 20 to negative 75, or negative 4 to negative 167 Fahrenheit. Clamp line length is about 31 inches for your clamp line. Not nearly long enough for doing a cranking test, but it does suffice because it doesn't ask you to do the cranking test. But when you're doing a charging test, I will say the one thing these tools all fail on, except for the Chlor Solar, is that it has long enough leads where you can take that into the vehicle. That is kind of cumbersome. With drive-by-wire vehicles, it's really hard to do it. Today you'll see if we have a cable-driven throttle, so we can test that. But the weight is about 16.76 ounces, and it's 8.19 inches by 1.4 or 3.94, and then it's 1.49 inches wide, if that matters to you. So the TOPDON BT300, without sounding too much like a repetitive person, but the TOPDON, it's very nicely laid out. Very simple buttons. Enter, you have your up and down arrows, memory, exit. Simple operation, as you can see in the video that you'll be watching here while I'm talking or I slip in. But we do a cranking and charging test, and we start off by checking the battery, seeing that the battery itself is in fact bad, which I knew it was bad, but I wanted to verify after 24-hour setting, which is the best possible scenario for testing your battery, is always tested after it's been setting. You don't have to wait 24 hours, but testing it when it's been setting for a while is definitely nicer because you're going to get the battery at resting voltage and see your true cool cranking amps on it. Now, that being said, you'll see here that I knew the battery's bad and it had nothing. But the funny thing is, it still started. So these tend to give you some skewed results, in my opinion. The TOPDON, however, did come through in flying colors and passing colors, in my opinion, that this worked very well. I was surprised that it actually did give me some fairly decent results on it. Like I said, the cold cranking kind of skewed, but I probably get away with 100 cold cranking amps when it's only this temperature out. Now, as soon as it gets colder, that battery is definitely going to fail. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed all of this video. Hope that you enjoyed all the information and everything that I showed you in this video. I will put a link for the description. They are giving you a deal for this for $79.99 for this TOPDON battery tester charging starting system unit. And it very nice, comes with 2 rolls of paper in it also. And a very simple process to change out your printing paper. Just a simple process like that, and you can feed it back through. I'll feed it back. You just simply feed it back through there, and simple as that. Pop it in, pop it out. Very nice, very well built. Honestly, for the money, I don't think you can go wrong. This would be the minimum that I would actually buy. Honestly, I wouldn't waste my money, honestly, on the Ansel. Just buy this one for $79. I really don't find these to be very helpful. I think they're very... and as a good subscriber and another YouTuber said, Baja Automotive, he even said agrees the same thing. They just don't have the capacity to test a proper load test on a battery with these. So, anyways, guys, that's the video for you. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.